Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak Podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I'll be the DM for this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Hello, my name is Macy, and I'll be playing Eldora.
Yo, I'm Dylan. I play Andrake.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I play Kyriaki.
Hi, I'm Kevin, and I play Malachi.
Hello, my name's Cooper, and I play Pallas.
Hi, my name is Dimitris, and I'm playing a mystery character.
I thought we could talk about shit that doesn't matter. Literally, what frivolous things do you have strong opinions about? And this could be so many things. Like, what's better, PC or Mac? Should you use your blinker when nobody else is around? Stuff that doesn't really matter, but to you, it really does. And since frivolous things matter to me, it was hard to pick one, but I went with PlayStation over Xbox. And in the end, they're both great consoles, but I had an Xbox One and I literally just gave it to my sister and let her have it because I prefer the PlayStation. Like, I just don't like Xbox, and I don't have a good reason. I just severely prefer PlayStation. What about you guys? You got anything?
I have both consoles, but I've always played on Xbox. Listen, all of my friends are on Xbox. I have a few who play on PlayStation, I have a few who play on a PC, but most of the people I play games with are on Xbox now. And honestly, I'm surprised you didn't say PC, like that's the one you mostly play on.
Oh, that's because I refuse to play on a Mac or acknowledge its existence.
Oh, okay.
Real gamers don't play on Mac.
It's straight.
I mean, the industry doesn't really make it easy to play on Mac anyways. Half the games aren't optimized for it.
Apple doesn't want to play games on their computers.
Apple just wants creators to make videos, and that's it.
I love this. Fuck Macs.
Don't bring my coworker into this. Max didn't do anything.
That was pretty good.
For me, when it comes to like frivolous things that I have a strong opinion about, it's how towels are folded.
Ooh.
They have to, and I was taught, because my mom has a big problem with it, and I was taught to fold them a specific way. So I have to make sure that the towels in my house are folded the exact same way specifically.
That's legit.
That stuff makes a difference, though. Like, it's a routine thing. Like, if somebody does it a way that your routine is not programmed for, it can really mess your brain up.
Exactly.
I will unfold all of it and redo it.
Or the way dishes are loaded into a dishwasher.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I actually thought about choosing that for one of mine, but the one that I thought was the most frivolous and the most people would think is just inane is parking spaces at like a workplace parking lot.
Oh.
I have a place that I park every single day. And if somebody else parks in that spot, I want to go to war. I want to destroy them. It's like, this is my spot. You know this is my spot. You see my car here every damn day. Why would you park here? Are you stupid? That's how I feel.
So, pro tip for people, if it is a public area, take off their license plates and they'll be towed.
I have to
Most states.
warn you though, that is technically illegal.
Only if you get caught.
I mean, that's everything. But on the chance you do get caught, not a good look.
Just tell.
I have gotten. Sorry. go
I
ahead.
was about to say, just tell the police that they were in your parking spot.
Yeah.
That'll.
I
go
have
so
gotten into
well.
a verbal altercation with a coworker at one of my prior jobs because I walked in and he got there before me and he parked in my spot. And I like walked in and I was like, "Hey man, why'd you park in my spot?" He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Why'd you park in my spot, bro?" He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "I park in the same place every fucking day, bro. Why would you choose to park there instead of the place you park every single day?" He's like, "I really wasn't thinking about it too much." And I was like, "Well, think better. Come on." How am I supposed to start my workday if I'm parked in the wrong spot, bro? Anyways, rant over.
Did HR contact you afterwards?
No, HR only wanted to contact me because my beard was too long.
Okay. So they called you for a frivolous thing too.
Yes, yeah. If we're talking about frivolous things to be concerned about, other people have brought to my attention. My ex-boss at one of my jobs just could not stand the fact that my beard was good, and he would bring it up to me all the time because there's apparently some kind of uniform code at one of my jobs where you couldn't have a beard longer than half an inch, and I just blatantly ignored that because fuck their rules. My beard looks awesome. And
Dumbass
no,
rule.
yeah, it's a dumbass rule. It's some rule that was created back when this company wanted to be the police. But yeah, no, it was one of those things where I actually ended up getting called into the manager's office and given a very formal paper write-up one time for ignoring my supervisor because I didn't trim my beard down. And that was shortly before I quit that job, but it was quite funny to be called into an office and told that I was getting a write-up because I wouldn't trim my beard because
That is quite hysterical, to be honest.
because some big baby man couldn't stand that my beard looked good, I guess.
That sounds like jealousy to me.
Yeah.
He's just staring at you from his office. That's a nice beard. I can't stand him.
Seething in rage. That fucking Kevin, how could he have a good beard? I'm gonna get him.
Cooper, since you decided to say something, what matters to you?
Okay, I have one. I think it's the dumbest marketing decision a movie studio has made. Do you know the movie Now You See Me?
I like that movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. The sequel should have been Now You Don't. Instead, it's Now You See Me Too. That makes me so angry. Now you see me, now you see me too. And the third one's gonna be Now You See Me 3.
Oh, there's another one?
It's coming out. It got approved. But how was it named Now You See Me 2? It makes me so frustrated. Dumbest marketing move you could ever make. Just incorrect.
Wait,
So you're mad at the name?
Yes.
I want to know.
Missed opportunity.
I want to know what you would call the third one now.
Like abracadabra? I don't know. But not Now You See Me 3.
There doesn't need to be a third one.
Ta-da? Ta-da? Maybe?
Ta-da.
Ta-da!
Got him. The movie.
Got him.
fucking got him.
You can applaud now? The movie?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Now You See Me
Hey, Macy.
Too.
What bothers you?
Huh?
The most confrontational person on the podcast, might I add.
Okay, are we talking about things like small things that people do that would like irritate us?
Anything. If somebody bites their nails and you want to throat punch them, that's a you problem.
This is gonna be a
Doubt.
very, very one that probably a lot of people have.
Uh-huh.
I absolutely fucking hate when people chew with their mouths open.
Mm.
I make
Oh.
noises when eating.
Mhm.
It's like, you don't need to be so loud when you eat. It's called closing your mouth and breathing through your nose.
It makes me
Oh,
so
so you
mad
just-
too.
Dislike people who have improper manners.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
remind
don't
me of
like
a
mouth
cow.
noises. It irritates me.
You know, it's really funny that you say that, Todd, because when I was growing up, the way that my mother taught us not to do that was anytime we would do that, like chew with our mouth open, she would look across the table and say, "Are you enjoying your cud, little cow?"
Oh.
And yeah, that really makes a kid think.
Twice about chewing with their mouth open, huh?
Yeah. Didn't like getting called a cow by my own mother when I was a child. Turns out.
There is one food, I think it's chips and salsa, where I have issues like the first couple of bites. I'm like trying to close my mouth, but I'm like stabbing myself. So a lot of times the first couple of bites, if I don't break the chip in half, then I do chew with my mouth open, I have to admit. But I try not to make noises.
That just sounds like a
and close
skill
my
issue.
mouth. It is a skill issue. Well, I don't practice putting things in my mouth that much, but I will work on it.
You
I'll help you.
literally. Wait a minute. You eat every day.
That was a penis joke.
I know, but I'm gonna, correct you and say you eat every day, so you have enough practice on eating.
All right. You ruined my fun.
That's what I'm here for.
That is
what
her
she
job.
lived for.
That's why you have her here.
Also, Macy, I am pretty sure pretty much everybody agrees with you.
Yeah. It's just one of the biggest things that irritates me because I had to deal with it growing up, and I just noticed over time I really don't like it.
Have you ever picked a fight over it?
No.
There's a bit of a hesitation there, so I'm happy about that because she was like, I wanted to.
There's a lot of times I wanted to, but I don't say it.
You're nice. It's okay. Everybody has their flaws.
She's too small and cute.
Demetrius,
Yes.
what about you? What frivolous things bother you?
It's not so much as bothering me, it's just a frivolous debate. I think that texture is equally, if not more important than taste in food.
Mm,
Oh,
that's actually a really good point.
That's a good one.
It has
that's
one.
something people don't really talk about much.
There's one depends. Does it at least have flavor first?
I think
I
that
think
the texture affects more. Like, you would eat bland food that has nice texture more than you would eat a good tasting food that has a really bad texture, is my point.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. It's like silk on your tongue.
Or something with a good crunch, you know? Even if it's
Exactly
plain,
right.
it's got a good crunch.
Exactly.
That's true. That's one of the reasons why I've never enjoyed eating crab or lobster, because I don't like the texture of the meat, even though the flavor is totally fine.
I'm someone I hate cantaloupe because of the texture. I don't know why. I just hate it.
I agree with that because I don't eat cantaloupe either. I don't like texture.
Man, we grew a cantaloupe in our garden this year. It was like pure crack cocaine right in my mouth, bro. It was so fucking good. Anyway, sorry, continue.
I mean, I only dislike things because of flavor. I have no issues with textures, so all I care about is a modicum of flavor. If it is LaCroix, I'm going to throw it at you.
I've never had that.
It tastes like static.
I have a pop quiz over frivolous shit.
Oh.
For instance, yeah, so just fire some shit. Yeah, we did this for you, Becca. Just fire some shit off. What flavor should green taste like? Lime or apple?
Apple.
Lime.
Apple.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Lime.
It depends on the color green.
If it's a dark green, it should be apple. If it's a light green, it should be lime.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's not accurate to the colors because limes are dark green and apples are light green. But your brain associates dark green with apple flavor.
Okay, toilet paper. Do you scrunch or fold?
I don't know what that
Oh.
means.
I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
Do you wad it up like a fucking barbarian?
scrunch
Or do
it.
you fold it like a civilized... Damn it.
Jesus.
No, you fold it. You fold that thing, man.
Yeah, you gotta fold it.
No, I scrunch that.
You're not an animal.
That's
It
how
gets
you
into
wear
more
toilet-
crevices.
You know what? We're moving on.
Is a hot
calling
dog
it.
considered a sandwich?
No,
Yes.
a hot dog is a taco.
It's definitely
What?
a sandwich.
A hot dog is a taco.
It's not a taco.
Yes, it is.
It's the argument that the bread doesn't separate on the bottom, so it forms a glove. So technically, it's a taco. I think that's the argument, right?
You know what? I'll.
Damn.
Yeah, taco. I'm in. It's a taco.
Let's call it a
It's a
I'm
taco.
not
sandwich.
told it's a sandwich.
You've swayed me, taco.
It's meat between two pieces of bread. It's
It's
a
one
sandwich.
piece of bread. It's not separated.
Yeah.
Taco.
Yeah,
Just,
but the
just
taco, I think,
to-
is also referring to being an actual tortilla and not bread.
Yeah.
Flatbread.
Also, just to fuck your argument up, I'm going to separate my hot dog buns from now on.
Yep. Some I'm
if
gonna send pictures.
you do that, I mean that's
Then
your
you're
own
playing into
problem.
our point that it is a sandwich.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce GIF? Is it GIF or GIF?
It's GIF.
It's GIF.
GIF.
It's gotta be GIF.
I had this conversation yesterday with some friends.
The
Technically,
creator says it's GIF. He's a liar and he's stupid.
technically it should be GIF because G stands for graphics.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like the whole argument. But
Oh.
you all know it that in your head it's wrong not to say GIF. Like it sounds so much more natural to pronounce it GIF than GIF.
Well, I like to separate it because GIF peanut butter exists.
You wouldn't want people to think you're sending peanut butter to your friends
Well,
for a laugh.
Especially since my
I don't have that
girlfriend's
problem in Europe,
allergic
to be honest.
peanut
So
butter.
I would like peanut butter sent to me.
Todd, I've shoveled enough peanut butter on you. You know that I'll give you peanut butter whenever you want.
All right, cats or dogs?
oh.
Dogs.
Cats.
That one's gonna take some thinking.
Dogs.
Shit, fuck.
I have
Damn.
both.
I
I'll
have
put
both.
the-
Too. Yeah, we have both.
For the sake of argument, I'm gonna say cats, but I really feel like I'm questioning my moral fiber by not saying dogs. So I don't know.
Listen.
I'm abstaining from this one.
I
I'm
love my cats and dogs. I have one cat in my house though, who is a true hellion, like an actual demon, and that is my favorite animal in this house.
No.
She parkours off of me. She parkours off the dog, but I still love her. She is my favorite.
I will say, dat.
That
It's a cat dog.
animal
Oh,
be
Jesus.
good though.
I have a
Do you
cat.
keep ketchup/tomato sauce in the fridge or the cupboard?
It says
the refrigerator.
refrigerator. Like it literally
Ketchup
says
refrigerated.
refrigerate.
Canned
I don't
tomato
refrigerate
sauce,
ketchup.
I put that in the fucking cupboard because it's in a can and it's meant to be warm.
Paper books or ebooks?
Paper books.
Paper.
I don't
Audiobooks.
have
don't
the
read.
space. I'm gonna say
Audio.
ebooks, which count towards audiobooks.
I will say
audiobooks
ebooks
are
are a bit cheaper, and you don't have to worry about the space. But for some reason, I just like paper books more.
Own one nice quality paper book and sniff it every once in a while. Boom, you have all your problems solved.
Interesting.
Do you use the Oxford comma?
The what?
Bitch, I don't know what that is.
Macy, what is an Oxford
I'm
comma?
illiterate. I can't read.
Okay, so you know how somebody says like turtle, cat, or dog? You put turtle, comma.
That's an
Cat,
Oxford comma.
That's an yeah. Whenever there's like multiple things,
Oh yeah,
and you
that's
throw that
just,
comma.
That's just. I didn't know it had a name. I just called it a comma the whole time.
Yeah,
It's,
isn't that the basic function of a comma?
it's when it's the third item too. So like turtle, comma, cat, comma, or dog. Some people do turtle, comma, cat, or dog. Or turtle, comma, cat,
No,
comma, or
I don't
dog.
use before the last.
He just said no.
It's to separate the individual words. The or acts as the comma.
Exactly, or the end, whatever is at the end of the.
Yes.
Yeah, it's whatever's between. There needs to be a between of the listing you're making.
They do that in
If it's at the
Punctuation
if it's
makes
at
me
the
sad.
end of the sentence, then like just put in an extra word because you're done with the sentence after that.
I was reading text between my friend and their doctor's office, their nurse's aide, who was texting them about their test results. And I read the text and I said, you need to go back to school and she needs to be fired. Like, there was no punctuation at all. Like, the whole sentences. And I was just like, what the fuck am I reading? This is a professional? Like, what the hell? I was so mad.
Be fair, some people don't use a apostrophe on most words.
Ugh.
Also, to be fair, most people just don't pay attention in school.
Yeah, most people just use AI, and that's why society is doomed.
All right.
Yeah, schools.
I have one last one. And Demetrius, I want you to give us the final say on this one.
Okay.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes,
That was
Yes.
No, I don't think it does.
all right.
It has no
depends
place
on
on
the
pizza.
fucking pizza, because I'm not putting it on my pepperoni pizza.
Hey,
It doesn't belong on any.
I want
If
to
I'm
hear
hav-
Demetrius's point of view. Y'all keep talking over him.
Thank you.
Oh,
So
Cooper hasn't said
I'll
it.
refer to my frivolous discussion because flavor-wise, it could fit because there's a lot of good foods that are both sweet and savory, right? But texture-wise, it has no place on a pizza. Because it's so mushy and soft when you bite into a nice piece of pizza that completely ruins it for me.
What kind of pineapple do you get?
What do you mean?
Pineapple is not mushy.
It is. It is very soft.
Especially when you bake it in a pizza. Because when you bake it, it gets softer.
Trust me. Here in Germany, they put pineapple on everything.
Okay, so you don't have somebody grilling it before they put it on the pizza to give it a firmer outer texture.
Usually not. But I still.
Who the
It's
fuck
still
grills the pineapple?
and it's
Have
still
you never had grilled pineapple?
by
I had
itself.
grilled
Yes.
pineapple. Yeah. But not as a pizza condiment.
It does not
Yes.
belong on a pizza.
I'm gonna say I enjoy pineapple on a pizza. I'm okay with admitting that it doesn't belong there.
That's a different point. Everybody can enjoy whatever they want. I'm just saying it doesn't belong.
Exactly.
I think that's where I land too. I don't think it belongs on pizza, but I like it. So
I mean, I still don't think Italians invented pizza, so.
This is went exactly how I wanted to. This is, yes.
Italians don't get to dictate what goes on pizza because tomatoes are not native to Italy, so therefore putting tomatoes on it is not Italian.
All right, so we're going to continue the pizza debate for the next hour, and we'll see y'all in a little bit.
Hi, my name is Dylan. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
Previously on the Dungeon Speak podcast, the heroes that sailed across the Aegean Sea from Troy, along with the cleric of Athena, moved south through the region of Thessaly and into central Greece. They fought demons, gave the dead a proper send-off, not people, they were already dead, I promise, and have come into contact with foes both old and new. They met two Cyclops that made a mountain town into theirs, along with a deranged old butcher woman. The champions fought Delphine, the storied she-serpent that Apollo killed a millennia ago. They also were attacked by a group of undead, something not natural to their world. One of the biggest accomplishments was recent. The fighters for the Olympians freed a camp of captured people, over 70. They were blessed by Hera after Hecate was called on. Many demons died that day, and the gods were satisfied. Recently, Kyriaki tempted fate by using the demons' own magic against them. It took her to a temple of Hades that was hidden inside of a cavern. The rest of the party was gathered, and the party killed the demonic guards before stepping inside. Once inside, two major things happened. One, Malachi taught the party about Hades and freeing the souls of tortured spirits. Two, the party found where the demons were. Once in the center of this cavernous temple, a fight between 7 demons and the party ensued. Cold cones, a charging demon, a maze in paralyzed Pallas, and a newly freed Andrake awaited them. So, a few reminders about this. The place is huge. Let's start there. The caverns themselves are all naturally formed. None of it was really dug out. It seems like the walls are rigid, they're cold, they have a little bit of humidity into them, so you can feel a little bit of the wetness. There's some algae growing on the corners of it and on the floor. You could see where something had mined into the walls to find these shards that you've spotted previously in a couple of spots, but you don't really know too much about them yet. I think Kyriaki or somebody tried to detect magic on them, and it didn't really give off anything. So far, they're just little shards that the demons have been chasing after. But you've went around a couple of bends and found yourself in a very large cavernous room that's about 175 feet wide, about 145 feet long. And there are columns all throughout this room, and there are stone benches in the center of this room. At the very front of it, near kind of where you entered, there are 2 different altars. One of them is large and broken, and the other one's smaller, but almost close to against the wall, and that one's still intact. The large demon in the center of this room has great big horns, and he is kind of like got brownish skin. He's like gorilla forearms. It's huge. These tusks, these glowing white eyes, and this giant maul that he's only used a couple of times. But he has been fighting mostly, not Kyriaki. He's been fighting mostly Pallas and Malachi. Malachi has been fighting multiple people. He took out a translucent demon that was on the ground trying to eat one of the priests of Hades whole. It was kind of a strange sight, and we can go into more of that after the fight is over. We'll be able to get more details. These gray, rock-skinned guys that y'all been fighting, they're between 6 to 8 feet tall. They vary. They have spikes that come out of them. They carry these like rock-looking great swords, where it's not a sword made of a blade, but more of just a shaped rock. And they are known to be the brutes. Kyriaki has seen them many times. And she's seeing them a little bit more now because she's currently fighting 2 of them from her back. She was knocked prone, but she is fending them off. And somehow, each one of them has one of her feet. So, I don't know, maybe she was kicking them, trying to get them to get off, and they were grabbing at her and critting on her footsies. It's really weird. But Malachi, he backed out of their dimension door on his last turn, last time we played. And he left one of the big gray guys and the big demon who was trying to kill him after he killed the translucent one. But that put Pallas out front. And there's a couple reasons why that's bad. A, you don't want to be out front all by your lonesome. Right next to her on her left, there's a big gray one. In front of her, about 10 feet away, is this really big brown-skinned one. In front of her to her right is another gray-skinned one. The good news is they're all hurt because of the Cone of Cold. But Andrake is behind her. Aldora is behind her. Which, by the way, do not forget, everybody, that Aldora has that aura going to give you 1d4 extra holy damage. But Pallas is out there in front, paralyzed, because she's not there right now. She's mentally checked the fuck out. He used an ability that sent Pallas and Andrake into a maze in their mind. So she's standing there, almost in like a stunned condition. She's considered paralyzed, unable to speak, move, or do pretty much anything. And Andrake is just barely there. Aldora freed him physically, but mentally he's kind of in and out. It's the big guy's turn. Are you ready to see what's going to happen?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So, Kevin, I want you to give yourself inspiration.
Oh, well, thank you. For what?
Because, don't worry, I'm going to let you know. Because you reminded me that I could take a step back and then charge. And I appreciate you choosing to play the game correctly over the life of Pallas. I want you to know that you could sacrifice anybody for the sake of the game. Andrake, done. Aldora, done. If Kyriaki has to die so that we can have some fun, it's got to happen. It's just the way it is.
It's true. I hate to break it to everybody, but I will always allow Todd to kill your characters if it makes more sense.
And I want you to know I appreciate that.
I'd like to see him
fella.
That's why I'm behind you.
Give it a minute.
He is a wall. That is what he's for. If he dies, oh well.
So I want to make sure I do this right. And I want you to know that when he does this charge attack, he can gore at the end of it for a bonus. It gives him a bonus to hit. But that's not what he has to do. So we're going to change things up a little bit here. And he's actually going to charge at you with this great maul. So it's going to be real fun. Let's see here. He has to move at least 15 feet. So I will use his, let's see how much movement speed. Okay, he gets 40. So I will use 10 feet to go back a little bit. Right? Okay. And then he'll go ahead and go the 15 feet to charge at Pallas. So I think we're good there. And he's still got some to spare. Now, once he does that, I have to roll to hit. And if he does that, it's going to be so great. Pallas. And that's a 33 to hit with a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So, assuming that hits,
Yeah.
I'm going to do the damage. And I'm going to roll the charge damage separate from this other thing he's doing. Because it's AoE. And so I don't want everybody else to get critted. Although, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay. So, the charge damage itself, with the critical hit, is 71 piercing damage.
Pallas is down.
We're not done yet, though. Hold on. You know what? Macy, you're not doing anything. Will you roll a D100 for me?
E.
Who's got the table up?
I do.
I do.
Both of us.
Demetrius, we have a fun little table where if you roll a fumble, you roll on the table, and then something happens. Same goes with criticals. So the charge attack with this maul would make it bludgeoning. So That's a 70 on the bludgeoning table.
Ooh.
Dylan, take it away.
Hand smashed. -1 to combat.
Okay, Pallas, you have a -1 to hit and damage.
That is nowhere near as bad as it could have been.
Nope, I'll take that.
If she rolled 1 lower, you would have taken 3 times damage.
Ooh. Pallas, you automatically fail strength saving throws, so you go flying 20 feet away, and you're knocked prone along with being unconscious.
Okay.
Now I'm going to do the rest of this ability. So whenever he hit Pallas with this giant maul, let's see here. Each creature within 30 feet must make a strength saving throw. All right, so...
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
I'm assuming that included Aldora. Let's see here.
So before we move on with that real quick, Todd, could I introduce a fun thing?
Maybe. Let's see what you got.
So you're saying Pallas is getting knocked back 20 feet.
Yes.
Looking at the map, in a direct line 20 feet back is Eldora. Sorry for this, Macy, but would it make sense to make Eldora do a dex check to not get hit with Pallas's flying body?
Oh, yes.
I don't think you're allowed to talk no more.
I love it.
It's fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So, it's too bad you already have inspiration.
Wait.
Aldora.
So you already have inspiration, dude.
Is it
Roll
is it a straight like upward hit or is it a side swing? Because that would.
Well, it was a charge, so he ran into her, hit her so hard that she flew back. So he is.
But with a maul.
Yeah, that's
right?
100%. Yeah.
Couldn't that still be an angled smack?
It could be. Aldora, roll a dex saving throw.
Sorry, everybody. I am also a DM, and this sounds
This
fun.
is great. Yeah. So he charges at Aldora, or he not yet.
Yeah.
He charges at Pallas. His giant form, swinging this giant maul, slams in the chest of Pallas for 71 damage, making her fly backwards at Aldora. Aldora,
I'm looking at the mask. Hold on. 15.
just barely dodges out of the way as Pallas stumbles backwards right behind her, and she avoids some 1d6 damage.
Eldora will do a good old Dark Souls dodge.
Combat roll.
Oh, that's fun. All right,
hear
so
clink, clink,
everybody,
clink.
except for Kyriaki. Kyriaki, you see out of the corner of your eye to your right this loud cracking sound as Pallas is just smashed by this fucking great maul. And everybody else seems to be affected by this shockwave that comes out of the maul itself. Strength saving throws for Andrake, Malachi, and Aldora.
Is this
Pallas,
a
you don't need to make one.
You can say
I
no,
don't,
Todd.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's just because he's really big.
So do I have disadvantage on this because of the state I'm in, or do I?
No,
Okay.
nah. It's just a hit.
You do have the mask, so add +2.
Oh yeah.
Also, that was Pallas's lifeless body that threw. That was Pallas is down, making death saving throws.
You were used as a baseball, and he
Yes.
scored a home run.
Dude,
It's like in Smash Bros. It's like the whole wind up and the.
I
Down
feel
it
bad,
gets.
but in my head, that looked great.
I'm
was
so
majestic.
happy for that mask. That mask is like lifesaver.
All right. So how did everybody do?
Eldora got 19.
Malachi got a 20.
Andrake rolled like shit. 14.
So Aldora, you made it. Malachi, somehow you made it. Andrake, buddy, you did not. What is your bonus to your strength saving throws? I know it's
+10
heavy high.
currently.
God in heaven.
I rolled
Malachi, what's yours?
4.
Oh, it's actually higher than I thought it would be. Shit, good for you.
That's with the +2 from my Staff of Power.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. So, here's what happens. And I'm going to talk to Andrake for a second. You guys can listen in if you want. So, on a failure, a creature takes 5d10 bludgeoning damage and 5d10 thunder damage, which actually I guess does make that a little bit magical.
Oh,
Sure,
Do you
sure,
want me-
why not? Roll again, yeah, let's see what happens. Roll again.
this could be either the best thing to happen or the worst thing. 23 instead.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so You are no longer knocked prone. But you take half as much.
I don't take any.
Damn.
Mizium
I don't
armor.
like you.
If I pass a strength saving throw, I take none instead of half.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
I remember this coming up, and I was laughing like, that's never going to happen. Well, that sucks. All right.
Strength and con saves. I basically have a version of evasion now.
That is pretty badass. You know who it's not badass for? Aldora and fucking Malachi. Watch this shit.
Yeah,
Aldora, you take... Hold on, math. 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And 17 points of thunder damage. Malachi, you take 17...
I'm kidding.
You take 17 points of thunder damage. 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And you're not knocked prone. But that shit, like, just waves out from Pallas's fucking corpse. In, like, almost a wave, you see dust move across the floor. This little blue mist that's been about this cavern the whole time almost evaporates in the spot as he smashes her really hard. That almost turned into a different kind of joke.
So is it like a shockwave that hits us, basically?
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all see, like, tatters of fabric and, like, stuff get blown off of Malachi. He stands his ground, but you see just his clothes get slightly shredded by the blow. His hood, like, falls back, and, like, he digs in his heels to kind of stop from getting pushed away. But, like, the ground underneath him kind of shatters a little bit under the weight of this blow.
Does the feature say creatures of his choice or all creatures?
Each creature within 30 feet.
There's
That
a gray
means his
demon.
friends.
Yep.
There's two that are alive near him.
Cooper!
Point of inspiration.
Fuck are you
Point of
doing?
inspiration.
No, you get our applause for fucking Todd over with his own funness.
Rule happens on both sides.
Oh no. Who's that? Number 3 got an 8. I'm not hitting Kyriaki. She's got too many problems already. Number...
There's a
say
whole
that the
there's
great
a whole
demon in
pillar.
front of Kyriaki is within range.
Yeah, there's a whole pillar there. Anyway, he'd hit the pillar first. I see it.
Yeah, I'll hit the last one down there. Why not? Okay. So number 3 got an 8. Number 2 got a... Oh, he got a 20, so he's alright. And the one down there by Kyriaki, who's that? Number 4, he got a 10. Oof. So that's 2 fails and a success. So, 2 of those guys take 35 points of thunder damage, 35 points of bludgeoning damage, and Kyriaki, the one by you? I'm checking his resistances real quick. Yeah, okay. He actually kind of falls past you as he's dead.
Nice.
Perfect.
Did I need to make that save? I just realized that.
You were just out of range. Just barely
Okay.
out of range.
You probably saw the, like, air and the force pillar, like, blow around that pillar, though.
Yep. The one that was by the translucent skin one, the one who ran up to attack Malachi, that kind of like hopped over the altar a little bit there, he also is killed by it. You see his lifeless corpse hit against that wall and just kind of fall and crumple down. The one in front of him is very hurt, but he's okay. Well, other than being very hurt, of course.
Of course.
Next in the initiative order is Kyriaki. Kyriaki, you see all this happen. I mean, you probably heard it more than you saw it. But you have 1 foot free now.
Yeah. I guess I'll use half my movement to stand up. So I'm no longer prone. And I'm gonna make all my swings at this dude. The one that's left.
Oh, shit. Get it, girl.
Oh, that's a natural 1. For the first attack.
Hey.
Genuinely hate to see that, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the 1d100 just to see what happens.
Just in case.
76.
76. Blocked with hands. Knuckles hit. -4 to hit till the end of the next round.
Woo! And then, so the 17 definitely doesn't hit. And now, the offhand is a natural 20.
Wait. Hey! You hit!
With the offhand, Getting real annoyed with these guys. That's it's not that
What's that
bad.
big damage?
No, it's not.
Roll max damage.
10. 8 slash
Hey!
Roll on the D100 table. You rolled a nat 20.
a 100.
Oh,
Whoa!
Is this our first 100?
Oh my god!
Yes!
Decapitated! Death!
Well, now hold on there.
We don't do the death roll, but decapitated leaves little to the imagination, Todd.
That's true, but if this happened to a player, I'd follow the same thing. So hold on.
That's fine. I mean, if you rolled a 100 on us and we were supposed to be decapitated, I think it'd be okay.
I wouldn't do that. So I'm going to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh.
If he does not pass, kind of like tripping like we do, he will be instantly killed.
Okay.
Or put on the player terms, he'd be knocked to 0.
Okay.
But they don't get saving throws, so he'll be instantly killed if he doesn't pass his Constitution saving throw. Unfortunately, it's like a concentration check where it's half the damage or minimum 10. So with your 10 damage, his DC is only 10. But you also didn't roll that. Or wait, no. Do you get bonus damage like your offhand?
No.
Oh, so that's what the +6 is.
Yeah.
But you were supposed to roll 2d4.
Is it 2d4 or 1d4?
It's 1d4
You hit with
bonus,
two
but
attacks?
it's crit.
Oh, because it was a crit, yeah.
Oh,
So roll one more d4, yeah.
You could get max, it could be 14, or you could get min, it's an 11.
2!
Wow.
2! Wow, you're really hitting those 2s
I
today.
am, yeah.
Does that crit account for the maximum damage from your regular attack?
Yeah.
Is that what the +6? That's
Yeah,
what the
I don't
+6
get
is. I'm
a-
following now.
I don't get a modifier
Sorry.
for my offhand.
Not 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
We have all nitpicked at her rolls. Would anybody else like to do it?
Sure, when
Macy,
your turn.
chime
I
in.
think they're swell rolls. I think they're really good.
I think they're lovely.
Why are you being positive? Ew.
I think they're buttery rolls. King's Hawaiian.
Kyriaki,
Yeah.
I need you to tell me something.
Yeah.
What does this look like? Because he rolled a natural 3.
Yes!
So
Let's go!
for her movement, she you know how they roll and jump up? She doesn't just stand up. She rolls and jumps up to her feet. He grabs the first attack. So mad she swings again and misses, and then she spins and her offhand just clean right through his neck.
And you just see the head lop back before it just tears off and hits the floor before the rest of his body does.
Oh, that's so bad.
Fuck.
And now
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is the first 100 we've had on the table. Give yourself inspiration.
oh cool, I didn't
Fuck yeah.
I used mine, so I actually didn't have it.
We're breaking the economy here today. We're gonna fuck it up.
Alright.
Yeah!
So now I've used half my movement, and I'm gonna. How tall is the ceiling? How far up?
The ceiling. It's because it's a cave. It's not one flat range, but it is between 15 and 25 feet.
Okay, do the pillars reach all the way to the top?
Yes.
Yes. Kyriaki uses the rest of her movement to scurry up. Just halfway
yeah.
up the pillar. So I think I have 15 feet left, and I just go up the pillar.
All right.
She
We can.
she put both of her scimitars away and just scurries up.
Aw, that's so creepy. Good old Kyriaki. So
Hello,
number
turn.
5 is now dead. I was gonna say, which is great because he's not in the initiative tracker, but I found him. All right, that made that easy. Let's see here. After Kyriaki, it is number 5. He dies. Woohoo! Andrake, it is your turn. You have a corpse in front of you. You have a Malachi behind you. You saw a Pallas go flying the fuck by, and you see this big dude with a mallet. But your vision's kind of fucked up because you see him, and you see a hallway. You see a pillar beside you, and then you see a wall. You see mist on the ground, and then it's clear as day. It's weird.
You vaguely hear Malachi's voice behind you saying, "Go fight, damn it."
In Andrake's mind, everything is fuzzy. Not everybody's fully there. Malachi's almost like a fusion of people he once knew and Malachi himself. But Andrake stumbledly walks forward with his sword, and he is going to swing.
Andrake, smash.
Andrake swung.
Swung with an O.
Swung, yeah. That's a... Wait, hold on. Disadvantage. 14 to hit.
unfortunately, you hit him with this large sword, and it does hit him, but it doesn't really seem like you put all your effort into it. Almost like when you're first waking up and you're a little bit lethargic. So he kind of looks down at where you hit him, and he looks a little bit concerned before he realizes you didn't actually cut him.
Yeah, Andrake's almost moving like a puppet on strings as he swings a second time. It seems to be trying to Oh wow, 14 again. So,
maybe you tried the same spot, like cutting down a tree?
but yeah, as he stumbly just keeps trying to swing, his stance is almost like forced. It doesn't look like he's actually taking it all that well.
But here's the bright side.
He's right in front of him.
Yup. Andrake is about to do the job he was meant to do.
And bonus action, he kind of just stands there trying to adjust. Do I make the saving throw again?
Yeah, I guess because you're still kind of there. So go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
My worst one.
Fuck no, you're a fighter. That's their best one. How many times can you do that indomitable thing?
Once. 18.
There you go.
Unfortunately, an 18 doesn't quite get there.
Oh my god.
Goodness gracious.
Ooh.
Why do you think I was so surprised that everybody passed? But I will say you were really close. Like, really, really close. If you were to pee, you would have been done.
Interesting.
I don't know why that was my choice, but that's how I went.
Strange battle tactic, but I can see the logic, I guess.
Battle piss.
Ew.
And with
Alright.
that, it is his turn.
Okay, after Andrake, number 2 is gonna go. Andrake, you stepped up, and I'm not even sure you saw this guy on your left, but you stepped between a corpse and a tall one, a gray-skinned creature with a rock skin, and he's going to try to swing at you, fruitlessly, I am sure. First swing with this great sword. That's a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yep. After that, he's going to lean in, putting one hand kind of on your shoulder as he tries to just bite down in between the plate and the helmet. Oh, this is 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
9 points of piercing damage.
-2.
7 points of piercing damage.
He didn't even break my temporary HP.
He gets an extra turn because I want him to. No, just playing. All right, so that is all he can do. After that, Aldora, you just... I don't even know what to say. You saw that shit, and it's been getting weird around here.
Well, shit.
Fortunately, Pallas's unconscious body nearly hit you, so she's really close.
Yeah.
Awfully convenient placing.
Okay. Well, I kind of feel bad for saying this because I know I could do other things, but I'm just gonna do it because I feel like it would be more useful at the current moment. But Aldora is going to cast Aid on, let's see, on Andrake, Kyriaki, and Malachi. And she will cast it at 4th level, so that now you guys get a temporary 15 hit points.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll certainly take it.
So, you give everybody temporary hit points
Yeah.
as somebody lays behind you dying? Damn.
We needed to take care of the big guy, and they have they have a little bit of time.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to say it out loud.
Dude, don't do this to me. You know I have a guilty conscience.
You made the right choice. I think you did good.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want to do?
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it then.
Okay. After that, it's number 3's turn, but he's dead. After that, it's number 4's turn, but he's fucking dead. But at the top of the very next round fucking 4, that's pretty good. Pallas, it's your turn. If you were to roll a die for me real quick, could you please roll a 1d20?
17.
She might live. Unless he does that shockwave again. That'd be crazy. Kidding. Malachi, what do you want to do?
Malachi has a very singular focus, and it is absolutely destroying this thing with all of his might. So he is going to run up to be within range and lay in hard with his scythe attacks. He kind of rushes forward, looks over at Andrake.
Don't you have 10 feet of
Kind of
reach?
I do have 10 feet of reach, yes.
So technically, you could still be behind Andrake and hit him.
I'd give him partial cover because Andrake's really tall.
I'm okay where I'm at.
But you can swing over the corpse.
I could swing over the corpse, but Malachi is getting in close. He wants to get in there.
You want to smell him?
I want to bathe in his blood. So, 2 scythe attacks. First attack is a 19.
A 19 will hit.
Excellent. And I'm going to roll the second attack, but I'm going to preface it by saying the second attack is going to also use another banishing smite.
Oh no. I remember this from last time.
And it's a 24 to hit.
Damn it.
So.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Because if this is what I remember it being, that sucks.
Yeah, so 55.
So you have to knock him below 50, which you did not. However, you forgot the bonus damage that you were granted with your new found job.
Correct. So I'm rolling 6d6 for 2 attacks.
You could put it there.
An additional 21 points of damage.
But you didn't. Alright. So he's hurt, but he's still going. He's a big dude. But that is a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, Malachi runs in and just like a cyclone of swings. He takes these 2. His blade is still charged with this magic, glowing kind of blue. And his eyes illuminate red as he just goes in and starts swinging away like it's a crop to be collected with his scythe. That's his turn, by the way.
That's a pretty good fucking turn. Let's see here. After that shenanigans, it's his turn. It's the big guy's turn. I guess we could just do a normal thing. Wow. So, we can... So many choices here. I think I want to practice variety. So, what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to slash at Andrake. Or I'm sorry, he's gonna try to come down with his Great Maul. He's gonna try to hit Andrake with it, and then like Spartan kick him with his fucking hoof. And then he's gonna try to gore him with his horns. So if he's not on the ground, he will be. Let's see what happens. The maul first. That's a 17 to hit.
That is a miss.
Oh, here comes the hoof. If he hits with the hoof, there's a strength saving throw. Let's see. 21 to hit with the hoof.
That hits.
All right. So it is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
-2.
So
11.
low. If you are a creature, you have to succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So go ahead and roll that strength saving throw, sir.
17.
A 17. All right, so you are knocked prone. So then he's going to lean down and try to gore you. That's a 32 to hit.
Good God.
Well,
No,
prone, he
too
gets
high.
advantage.
You've actually exceeded the maximum amount of 2 hit.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, and you have to hit between 18 and 25. 32 just won't hit
Uh-huh.
it.
It actually loops around, so that basically qualifies as a critical fail, actually.
It actually critically hits the monster instead, too.
Yeah.
Ah, son of a bitch. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here's the thing about the gore. He leans into it. He's a strong motherfucker. And he's got them big horns. You take 33 points of piercing damage.
31.
Sorry, 31 points of piercing damage. And he just glares down at you. And Abyssal, he says, "You're going to die."
I have like double his hit points. He can't kill me.
Damn. Kyriaki, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
A few things. I'm still pretty far away. Right tab. But I'm gonna move across the ceiling now. I can.
Alright.
And I'm going to, like, stand up, and she's just gonna, like, hang off the ceiling by her feet. And she's gonna,
Attack his head?
Yeah, first she's gonna throw one of her blood orbs at him. Wait, no, I'm gonna hold off on that. Nope, I'm not gonna do that.
Why not? Isn't that AoE?
It is. But it's only
Fucking do it.
It's only 5 feet, so.
What kind of AoE is that?
Yeah. So she's gonna move across the ceiling and swipe at his head.
I'm giving him a plus half AC because of his horns.
Okay.
His AC is 14.5.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Alright, first attack. Who wants to... There it goes. 16.
That was weird. 16... Wait. Hold on, I forgot this is... A 16 will not hit.
15. That one.
Wait. Before you say if it hits or not, am I allowed to... Wait, no, I already know. Wait, oh, fuck. Hold on. Okay, sorry,
Okay.
I have to...
Take a tap. Take a breath. Take a deep breath.
Everybody breathe, damn it.
I read one of my things.
Macy, what would you like to do?
Okay, so since it's a second attack or a separate attack,
Uh-huh.
War God's Blessing, you can use your reaction, like, when a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to grant that creature a plus 10 bonus to the roll. You can make this choice after you see the roll, but before DM says whether the attack hits or misses.
Okay.
But if it's for the second attack, am I allowed to input that? Or is that no?
I will pretend I have not seen it. Do you want to give it to her?
See.
Okay, so the second attack is a 25.
A 25 hits! Yeah!
Bonus action. Offhand. 13. That misses. That's okay. The first attack is what matters. Or the second attack is what matters.
Okay.
And then...
25. Wow, what a good roll.
Yeah.
Way to go, Kyriaki. Yeah. Got him in the fucking eye.
Boink.
And then, as she swings to the second attack, she's going to use her ability, Rendering Blow, which allows her to deal an extra 1d6. 2d6. An extra 2d6 damage.
Don't you talk to me like that.
19 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
And I get to drain 1d10 points of blood from him.
Oh.
Hell
6
yeah.
points of blood are mine. I don't think that damages him. That's what I get from my attack.
The rest of it damaged him.
Yeah. So now she's there hanging upside down above the party.
Yeah, he's quite wounded. I'm trying to imagine being him for a second. Like, you're fighting this tanky son of a bitch. You got this other guy with a scythe doing some massive damage. And then all of a sudden you hear some clinking against your fucking horns. And you look up and get stabbed in the eye. Like, that sucks.
Alright, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All he's trying to do is kill all the priests of Hades. Like, what's the problem? Gosh, everybody got fucking with his day. Trying to get that promo, bro.
He's ugly and I don't like him.
Damn, that's hurtful, man.
I'm positive that I'm going to murder him and use his dead body as meat.
Ooh, that's probably not healthy, but I am in for it.
No, Dylan's
All
gonna do it.
right. Andrake, it is your turn. Make me happy.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh man, oh howdy. As Andrake's body is like a puppet, dangling a little bit, not everything's firm and stiff. I'm going to bonus action pop a use of Fighting Spirit. And as the scheme everyone's familiar with rolls down, almost a purple tinge takes over it as I now attack with advantage. But that just makes it a straight roll.
Lar.
Oh no.
But it's better than disadvantage. 29 to hit for the first one.
Oh, gosh. Somehow that gets there.
See, I'm having great luck on the first roll. That's a 25 to hit for the second one.
Yes, sir. That'll hit.
That is 11 points of damage for the first one. 16 points of damage for the second one. And let me roll my radiant damage. And 5 more points of radiant damage. So
It's the 5 that really gets it.
that's 32 points of damage total.
Yes. You do all this,
And
and,
that-
he just is covering his eye looking at you. The bitch stabbed me in the eye.
Your mother.
What?
Aldora. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry.
And
Number 2's still alive. Okay. Number 2 can't reach you, Kyriaki. So I guess he's going to swing at Andrake. Andrake, since the biting worked for him, he's going to try again. He's going to try to fucking bite at your hand, because why not? That's a natural 1. I like how that played out. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. That is a 9 on the fumble table.
He's distracted. He gets to trip, roll his dex, or he falls.
I kind of hoped it would be the opponent catches with hand one, because that would have been so fucking funny.
That would have
That
been
would've
badass
been-
for sure.
Yeah. All right. So he does pass the dex. He rolls a 13. So he doesn't fall. Is this the one where he loses his weapon or no?
No.
No.
How would he lose his
Okay.
mouth?
He has a weapon. Check this out. That's a 22 to hit with the greatsword?
No. Greatswords can't hit Andrake. It's in his rules.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Minimum damage. 6.
You mean 4?
Yeah.
You shut the fuck up!
Can't even break. He's never broken my temporary hit points when I have them.
I would not talk that much shit. You almost died already.
Yeah, but
You keep
this
pushing
guy,
it.
this guy can't do it. Big guy, I think could do it because he usually does damage. But this tiny dude, he just can't do it. He's just not that guy.
Uh-huh.
It's not the main character of his story.
Outdora, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I was gonna do this, but I remember
Uh-huh.
your comment out too. Eldora, seeing Pallas, will place her hand on Pallas's shoulder and use a funny little feature using healing hands. As an action, you touch a creature and roll a d4 equal to your proficiency bonus. The creature regains a number of hit points equal to the total rolled. And I can only use it once per long rest. So,
So you touch her while she's unconscious?
100%.
Aldora. My God.
Look, whenever you are a healer, you don't have to ask before the touching.
You don't need consent when you're the cleric.
Oh no. Okay, Aldora, how much did you heal?
Unfortunately, it was just 6.
You know what? 6 is enough because you don't really go into the negative
Oh,
in this one.
no.
You just go to 0. So, Pallas,
0.
you have 6 hit points.
Heyo!
You're on the ground. Your eyes flutter a little bit. You hurt. You ache so bad. But you're alive.
I think Pallas looks down and sees Aldora's hand, and she kind of knocks the hand away and says, I didn't need your help.
If you
No,
didn't,
keep going.
you
It's your
die.
turn.
I'd rather die than a cleric of Athena help me.
Ooh.
Very well. I'll
Saucy.
remember that next time. But right now, we're still in battle.
That was a lot of talking. That's like both your turns.
Oh no!
Damn, that's crazy. I'm just kidding.
It's
Pallas, it is your turn.
Okay, Pallas is gonna give like a little nod to Aldora and walk up to the big guy. Can I walk over this corpse here?
It's considered difficult terrain to walk over enemies, but I mean, you're not that far, so yeah.
Okay.
Done.
And then I'm gonna take my 4 attacks on the big guy.
Okay. Let's see these 4 misses. I mean, hits. Sorry.
14.
That's a miss.
You jinxed him, Todd.
19.
That's a nope. That is a hit. I'm sorry.
24.
That'll hit.
18.
Unfortunately, an 18 hits his skin but doesn't break it.
Oh, man. Okay, so 2 hits.
Yep.
That's going to be... So the plus 12 to hit, that's also the damage, right?
No.
Okay, that's just a hit.
No.
Oh, plus 7, I think it is?
Sure.
Okay, that makes sense. 1d6 plus 7.
I don't remember what her sheet is. Yeah.
So 20 damage in total.
20 damage. All right.
Did you
He
account
looks-
for your radiant damage that you should?
Oh,
still
no,
have?
I didn't. That would be another 2d4.
This dude is on the brink of death.
5 radiant.
And there he stays. No. Kyriaki, from your aerial view,
Yeah.
you do see he is bleeding all over. And he looks like he's hurt really bad. You can see his black blood all over the ground. It's like spewing onto Andrake, but he's got like that the water resistant polish on his armor, so it's just kind of dropping down as it hits him.
Mhm.
It's pretty great.
He waxes his armor with duck oil.
Yeah. Malachi, since you're talking, keep going. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, Malachi is basically in a battle rage at this point, so he's just gonna keep swinging on this dude.
All right, let's see 2 more misses.
2 more misses, I believe.
Yeah.
You mean, well, yep, that's a natural one.
We
So
get,
thanks Todd,
get
for that
plus,
bullshit.
get a 10. Add another 10.
Yeah, add another 10. Go ahead.
Well, actually, I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that because I don't
Okay.
want a natural one.
I was gonna waste her thing. Stop it.
No, I'm not gonna do that, and I will add an additional 10. So this is actually gonna be plus 20. So I don't know if there's even a possible way unless I roll another nat one. No, yeah, it's very close. It was a 2, but total of 22.
Wow, that is magical. A 22 does hit.
Okay. Do I get that bonus to both of my attacks?
No, it's only to 1.
Only to one.
Aha!
That
Damn
doesn't
it.
matter. The second attack is a 28.
28 will hit. Yes.
Okay.
Damn it, Macy.
10 plus
Welcome.
12 plus 66 again. Oh, and also my radiant damage. Almost forgot about that. So that is 44 points of damage with 50 points of damage, 6 of it being radiant.
Malachi,
Yes.
please describe your kill.
Yeah, so basically what happens is Malachi, he's just slicing away at this dude. Everybody is taking their shots at him and stuff, and then Malachi kind of runs up around the side of him, kind of crawls up his back a little bit, stands on his shoulders, and then just brings the scythe down directly into his lower jaw and just pulls up, slicing his face in half.
Oh shit!
And then as the body collapses, he kind of does a backwards somersault onto the ground, kind of ending up behind him a little bit.
Okay, so you guys are not out of combat. Shit, I forgot there's one more.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
still trying to do
Yeah.
his best.
So the big guy's dead, but Kyriaki, it is your turn, and you see next to Andrake, the one guy's still there. He's got blood all over him. You see this giant gash across him, and a little bit of frostbite from this cone of cold that hit him. He's alive, but not for long.
I want to try to see if my attack hits first, just in case. Oh my gosh, skunk. Shh. 25.
That'll hit.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna do my offhand real quick. It's gonna I'm gonna skip the second one. Something cool. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's one. Good thing I have another attack.
Okay.
15. Okay, so she jumps off the ceiling and jabs one of her swords into him. So the first one, I guess, hits.
Both your main hands hit. Your offhand does not.
Okay, and then I'll have to roll on the fumble table once I'm done with that. Maybe I'll fall over. That'll be funny. Maybe I just don't land the jump.
I mean, if you fell onto him with your sword and killed him, that'd be pretty great.
First attack is 12 damage. Second attack is 8 damage.
Okay, so he does die with that.
Yeah, so she like falls and like jabs her sword in, and now we'll roll on the fumble table. 96.
Yeah, I'm curious. Oh shit!
That's not a great one.
Hi.
Break your leg?
96 is liability. Hit friend, double damage, and friend stunned for 1 round.
Who do I?
Oh no!
Who is it?
Closest one.
Andrake.
The only one, yeah.
Yeah. So Andrake, go ahead and roll your sword damage. You don't have the modifier, so that's good.
Yeah.
The max it'll be is 12, I guess.
I got a 6 for my damage. So is it max?
It is now because you rolled max.
Okay. So he just takes 6 points of slashing damage on my way down.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, Kevin. What did it say?
Hit friend double damage and friend stunned for 1 round.
So
Shit.
yeah. 12
So yeah,
points.
12 points of slashing damage.
-2.
Wow. 10 points of slashing damage.
She
It's never
broke.
gonna get old.
She finally broke my temp HP.
Well, it had to happen sometime.
And now
If
you're
it was
Somebody had
anyone,
to do it.
Would be Kyriaki, yeah.
She
Do I make a
lands.
save or am I just straight up stunned?
That's up to Todd. The sheet just says stunned, so.
I would give you a save. It doesn't really matter since we're out of combat, but you can flavor it however you want if you would like.
Let's see. If he would be like stunned again for a second. No, that's an 18.
Damn. Should have saved that roll. Oh, never mind. This is a low roll. Andrake, roll intelligence saving throw real quick.
Oh boy, my worst stat. That's a 9. Oh wait, hold
Do
on.
it a couple of more times, just to see if you get done before the
21.
minute happens. Okay.
That was
So,
with
yeah,
advantage.
So she hits you, you feel groggy. A couple of seconds later, everything starts to come in focus. You realize that there is no hallway, that the blue mist is on the ground. You're surrounded by enemies, but they're all on the ground and dead. And then Kyriaki is looking like she's just now catching her balance. It's very weird. But you guys do see, so just to the left of you, on that bench, there is that guy who was cut in half. And Kyriaki, you can see while you were fighting those 2 demons, that he was kind of like watching, but he's barely moving and barely breathing. But he did look like he was still alive. On the ground, next to the big guy with the brown skin, is that translucent creature that Malachi finished off and killed. And you know that it was important because once Malachi started attacking it, almost all the demons here turned on Malachi to try to get him. But unfortunately, they didn't make it, and the translucent one is dead. You can see that this black-robed this black-robed figure with the kind of half-covered face, which Malachi would recognize as a priest of Hades, like a high priest. Malachi, I told you last time some details. Do you remember that off the top of your head?
Not really, no.
Okay. So they go through a lot of training, and they have their eyes removed and their mouth.
I remember
So
that.
so that they can conjure and take on the spirits of the dead, so that people can come here and commune or communicate with their dead relatives. So this is considered a high value position, but he is able to do that. He has the ability to do that, but he is the only one that would have been in this temple to be able to do that. Only the high priest can do that. And this creature was eating him almost like a snake, trying to eat him whole. And while it does have translucent skin, I don't know if y'all remember, but his legs and feet looked almost human. Like you could see skin, you can see hair on his legs, you can see toenails on his toes. Like the bottom half of his legs almost looked human, almost taking on the same tone as this high priest. But it's just weird. But you have this situation going on. Do whatever you want to do.
This high priest is dead?
You hit him with a cone of cold, and he was being eaten alive. So yeah, he's like super dead.
Okay, so he's not the one who looks like he could be somewhat breathing. That's the one that was down by where Kyriaki was fighting.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Just clarifying that. Malachi will go up to the corpse of the high priest and search him over and see if there's anything important on him, or if there's anything to interact with there.
No, the only thing he has on him is he has a symbol of Hades on like a iron chain that could be unlatched and latched to go around his wrist or neck. But he has that in his pocket. Otherwise, he has nothing on him. Okay.
Malachi is going to just kind of spend a couple minutes issuing a rite of passage for the priest to, make it across the river Styx.
Yeah, all right. What a swell guy. What are the rest of you little weirdos doing?
Currently just shaking off the feeling, looking around warily.
Yeah, it's a little confusing going back and forth like that.
Short rest.
Or possibly a long one.
Okay.
I think some people need a long rest.
Kyriaki, as you're on kind of the southern portion of this party, and Pallas, I guess, as you're wandering around the columns a little bit there, you can see that this guy that's on the bench he has blood coming out of his mouth, and he's like reaching out for you, Kyriaki.
Which one?
The one that's, yeah.
Oh, he's alive.
Yes.
Yeah, Kyriaki's gonna wander down there. Is he like? Is it still a body, or is it like half a body?
It's like half a body. You can see where the bottom half of him, his intestines, looks like they were tucked neatly back into his upper torso, but it looks like they left just enough organs intact to where he can stay alive. But you can see where the skin was torn, not cut, torn apart. And he's an older gentleman. If you had to guesstimate by his, age, not his feet, he looks roughly upper 40s. He's got like a short little beard, pudgy face.
He is human, correct?
Yes, ma'am. He's just kind of like warily like reaching up a little bit towards you, gurgling in blood.
Malachi. This one is alive.
Malachi, he's like whispering things in like a strange dialect of abyssal or infernal or something. He kind of like looks up. What?
This one's alive. Kind of.
He takes the pendant of Hades from the priest and kind of just leaves him be, and then heads down to see what Kyriaki's talking about.
You get down there and you see the same sight. A half man. He's only half of what he used to be. But he's like reaching up, kind of gurgling.
Help me. Good, you can speak. Aldora, can you assist with keeping this one alive for a few minutes while we talk to him?
Yeah. Aldora's going to go over to there, and I'm going to assume this isn't going to work, but she's going to cast Spare the Dying on the person.
I mean, we'll find out.
As she casts that, Malachi's going to look down at this guy. Who are you?
I am a merchant. I was carried as food. The priest, is he still alive?
No. Unfortunately, he was killed during the combat.
Oh, did they get him?
Yes. But we stopped them from accomplishing whatever it is they were trying to do with him.
He like, kind of grabs at you. He almost looks you over and then grabs at you.
They were trying to learn the secrets that he holds.
Worry not. We have stopped them from doing so. The secrets of this temple, as far as we know, remain intact.
If the creature eats him, it learns.
The only thing that creature is going to learn now is what happens after it dies.
He almost smiles.
He translated. He spoke their language. The Dark Ones.
Yes. It is a gift given to us by Hades to speak the language of these creatures.
Here they found shards of something, like crystals. The big one. He said to take them. He said...
The guy kind of like looks up for a second and almost looks like he's in pain.
He said, away from the light and sinister. Camp... I don't remember.
Push through your memories. You must remember. If there's one final act you do before death embraces you, you must give us this information.
Hawkus. Away from the light. And sinister. Hawkus.
Malachi takes that information in and then looks at him. Is there anything more that you can tell me?
Yes. Before entering, they broke off. Many of them went a different direction. The big one said, join the others. 3 days away from the light. And Dextera, he said they were chasing a gift from Rhea to Aphrodite. An item. He said Grazit is waiting.
Malachi's just kind of nodding as he speaks.
I do not know that name. I have heard of Rhea.
Does the name Rhea mean anything to me?
It probably means something to everybody as the mother of Zeus.
Okay. And he said that the item they were chasing was a gift from Rhea to Aphrodite.
Yes.
Malachi looks over at Kyriaki. It seems after we're done here, we do have a direction. We should attempt to get this item before the demons do.
Do we know where to look?
He gave us somewhat of a direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks down at the man again and says, anything more?
Are you a follower of Hades?
I am his agent, yes.
He looks a little confused, but just kind of nods.
Please, send me off.
Malachi kind of gives a somber nod and pulls the ornamental dagger from his belt, kind of squeezes in a little closer to the guy, takes his hand, placing a coin in it and like closing his fingers around it, and then laying the hand on the dude's what's left of his chest, and then takes the dagger to like right above his heart and says, go forth, soul. May you reach Hades, that he may determine your fate in the afterlife. And then plunges the dagger down into his heart.
He smiles a little bit, and you see blood just kind of run out of the corners of his mouth, and his eyes just close as he stares at the ceiling. And you see his intestines flop out because they're relaxed now.
Yeah. Okay, removes the dagger, takes the end of his cloak and wipes the blood off, and then places it back into his belt. Good. We know what to do next. We should continue looking through the temple to make sure that we have cleansed it entirely, but it's good to have a direction once we're done here. Kyriaki, I believe that you should assist me in examining this other creature, and he's going to lead her back towards the translucent skinned one so that they can kind of investigate its nature a little bit more.
Kyriaki is not replying. She's just staring at the body.
Oh. He like turns around and starts to walk and then looks back at her. Kyriaki, are you listening?
And she's like reaching towards the corpse.
What are you doing? He takes a step back towards her.
She jerks her hand away. Nothing. What did you say?
There's a creature. It had strange properties. Considering you know more about these things than any of us, I was hoping you would take a look at it with me.
Sure.
He kind of looks at her, looks down at the body, looks back at her with kind of concern on his face, and then shrugs it off and starts to walk towards the translucent skinned body.
She'll walk with you over to the body.
And when they get there, he's just going to explain to her kind of. I mean, she was there to hear what the dying person said about what it was trying to achieve, but he's going to point out what he noticed about it, about how when it consumed the man, half of its body turned into like humanoid flesh, and how all that seemed to work in the moment before he killed it.
All right. Have I encountered demons like this before in my existence?
What do we usually do? History check or percentage roll? I'm trying to remember. I think we've done both.
History, I think, is normal.
You almost had a good rhyme going. I felt like it was there, and then you abandoned it.
Yeah, I had to.
All right. Go ahead and roll a history check, please.
20.
You have seen these, but the way you see them is usually on the battlefield. So you've seen them like try to infiltrate camps by taking on the guise of guards or patrols. You've heard that patrols that have been out for more than a day are not welcomed back without being unarmed. First, because it happened a couple of times around the camps and around the front lines where patrols would come back after more than a day of being out, and it wasn't them at all. It was these demons that were dressed like them, and they were able to infiltrate camps and take them out from the inside out. So they're very, very dangerous, but you're not sure how they work or anything.
I explained that to Malachi. These little fucking face snatchers.
Malachi kind of looks around the room at everybody and gets a little suspicious for a minute.
I will give you one detail, Kyriaki, that could help. The patrols knew everything that the humans knew. So they either tortured them or knew by taking on their form everything that they knew.
Yeah, Malachi would explain as she points that out, that that's what the dying man said, that he would know everything if he had consumed him.
Well, good thing we stopped that.
Yes, the knowledge of a high priest of Hades would certainly be something that I don't want these creatures to have at their disposal. Many of the rites that a person of that standing would know are beyond sacred.
Also, it would be a very useful thing just to eat a man's brain and gain their memories.
Yes, and also to appear as that person is... Once again, he kind of looks over the room. It's mildly alarming. There's nothing really of note on this one, but does the larger creature have any important things on him besides the big hammer?
No, he must have just had the big hammer.
We've got a direction. We've got some information. Malachi would probably set up kind of a... I don't know if it's safe to have... Oh, there's fire burning here. He would set up kind of a pyre to burn the body of the priest so that if any other demons came here after they leave, that they can't consume his body. Even if that's not how it works, that's how he assumes it works. So he doesn't want them to have access to that period.
Does anybody have any crafting skills?
Yes.
What do you got?
Woodworkers.
I mean, there is a big-ass brazier in here. If he has to, he'll fold that body up and stuff it in the brazier.
No, I'm looking at the corpse of the giant one.
Oh.
Let's see here. No. Does anybody have alchemist or alchemy?
Negative.
All right.
No, we're a bunch of untooled swine.
I have carpenter tools, but that's about it.
How do
You both are woodworkers? That's ironic.
Wait, I'll woodworking tools?
Yeah, I have carpenter tools.
How the fuck did you get carpenter's tools?
I don't know, it's just on my thing.
Weird.
For the time and place we're in, it would be pretty, normal for somebody to have basic woodworking skills. It's a pretty common thing.
See?
Andrake has more than basic.
Holy shit.
Andrake's gonna build a boat.
Andrake's gonna build a boat out of this man. This giant creature. Let's make a meat toboggan. Let's go.
So he doesn't have a lot of stuff that woodworkers can do much with, but his skull and his head, it's mostly for blacksmiths to craft it into a helmet. But I would give you a chance with a slightly increased with a increased DC. But when worn as a helmet, the wearer can make a charge attack that deals 60-10 piercing damage if they move at least 15 feet straight forward.
Is that part of an attack action?
As long as you move 15 feet straight forward, then yeah. You roll to hit with that. It is part of your attack action. But if you do that, you hit. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I will say it's not easy. It's not easy for a blacksmith, and it would be hard for a carpenter. But if you were able to find enough bonuses amongst all you people in your little spells, then you could do it.
All right, we got to bless him, give him bardic inspiration, give him advantage, give him this, give him that.
I mean, it's possible, yeah. But this is a very good reward for doing it. So I will say that, Andrake, if you wanted to, you can make a survival check, or somebody can, to remove his skull intact. And then if you're able to do that, you could turn it into something later.
Andrake's survival isn't the greatest.
Oh, I just kind of assumed you had the best one.
What if I give you the help action?
It wouldn't be the greatest twice.
But it would be at advantage.
Who has the best survival skill? Who we got?
I have a plus.
What's yours,
6.
Andrake?
That's
really good.
Actually, great. Yeah, I'm only a +1. Don't look at me.
Don't look.
Why did you think a 6 was bad?
Because I'm used to Blouts having way higher.
He's a ranger.
He has advantage at all times.
All right. Do you want to try it?
Kyriaki, what's
She's
yours?
got +1.
Mine's 1.
Okay, then. Andrake does have the highest. All right.
So Andrake and Malachi go over to the skull of this thing. Carefully remove the skin. Remove the one earring. Remove the beard.
That's a 24 survival.
And you remove the skull intact with the horns intact. And you can save that for later.
Cool, I'll add that to Andrake's inventory.
Yes.
Imagine Malachi's help is just he knows anatomy, and so he like kind of shows Andrake where the best like places are on the neck to just cut the sinew away so that it comes out clean.
You need to remove that spinal column, that piece too.
Yeah.
That part will hold it back. You need to remove it.
If you cut along this vertebra here, it'll disattach much quicker.
We're not done.
What? You thought they were gonna clear out the demons in the Temple of Hades, be the heroes, and get some big reward without something else happening? Nobody's died yet. What do you think, this is a game? Well, I guess we'll find out next week. Okay, bye.